So I'm actually having to say that I'm quite impressed that I am still keeping going on sticking with doing these every couple days. So again, it's so great to see the comments that are coming in, see the dialogue that's happening, and it's really amazing to see the connections that are seeming to be built through the comments with regards to the videos. So thank you again for watching. Also, I'm going to do a quick video or soon just on giving an update on what I was speaking about before, where bringing in the writing component that speaks to other parts of what makes the larger CK. But this video is going to be on a video request from 83 NPAT. So thanks for the request. And it speaks again on the relationship side. The question was, what would be a description of an ideal spouse for an INTJ female, in my opinion? So first thing that comes to mind for me is I don't feel that, even though I did do a previous video on which types I would be most attracted to for significant other relationship. This video is more to do with just characteristics in general, because really, truly, the MBTI is basically just a metric for us to help make sense of us and the world around us. But when it comes to characteristics, that's very intrinsic. So one thing that comes to mind right off the bat is low maintenance. No, for myself, I cannot handle a high maintenance significant other. If they're wanting me to constantly spend time with them, or questioning why I'm not spending time with them, or constantly needing emotional care, it is really difficult. For myself, I thrive on autonomy, and I need that. I love being there for the people I care about 100%, and always there to support them and lend an ear. However, the people that are part of that small group tend to be very independent, and usually they're coming at, when they're approaching me with something, they've already thought of a bunch of different alternatives and are coming to see another perspective on something. So low maintenance is huge. Also, not a huge fan on the low maintenance side. For the physical side, don't need a guy who is totally over the top with how he maintains himself. So by no means do I want some, person that is just not caring and has zero hygiene, but you don't want one that is spending 6 out of 8 hours in the gym and just all he's talking about is protein powder and making sure that he has his wax for his eyebrows, that type of thing. So low maintenance kind of across the board. Self-contained. So speaking further on the low maintenance side, someone who basically has their crap together. All of us can be wrecks or hot messes at any time, and by no means am I an exception to this rule. However, I don't find it attractive when someone is falling apart on the regular and you're having to pick up pieces of them and help them constantly make sense of themselves. Yes, we might be attracted to articulating certain observations that we see, and we would like to put those things out there to them as a suggestion, but for the most part, we want someone who knows who he is or she is and how they want to move on in their lives, or what their kind of internal goals look like, based on their own values that they've chosen to make up, not what society has put on top of them. Another one is loyal. Loyalty is huge. I find loyalty is one of the most essential ones for myself, because of the fact that when we give ourselves permission or see that it's safe to move into a certain situation and have that vulnerability with someone, we're taking very small steps, baby steps, in spelling out whether or not we can trust that person. And once we're open, then we are, the vulnerable, mushy interior of an oyster and the little shell that's cracked open. So it's very easy to really cause damage for us, for myself, if that, because once the trust is there, again, it speaks to the autonomy. We trust. We don't sit there and analyze whether or not we need to trust you anymore. We've now allowed it where you can go on and be your own person, and we're not sitting there and auditing whether or not you're staying that way. But I would laugh to see if in comments if anyone of INTJ personality type ever checks their significant other's phones, because I hear that all the time with women, and I literally have no understanding of why you would even care. Because if you are at that stage that you don't trust them, either it's a personality thing or insecurity for yourself, or you're with someone that if you don't trust them, then why are you with them? So people should be able to treat each other with, getting to the next point, respect. So having respect is paramount for myself, because we place such a high level of importance on whether or not we can have those dynamic and interesting relationships based on communication that is relevant and deeper. And that really ties to respect. So if I don't respect you because I don't find you have the intellectual capacity, not saying that I am some sort of genius on any level. However, if you are all only caring about whether or not, this, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, if they're only looking at superficial things and that is all they're doing, and you see there's no depth there, I can't respect that. That's something that I know for myself. So I also really expect respect in return, because if I'm giving respect, I expect the same quality and level of interaction. And I could go in detail on respect, because I think regardless of personality typology and regardless of what your checklist is for whether a person you find is a good mate or not, regardless, you need to have a mutual respect, because that is so important in maintaining a long-term relationship, especially when you're going through issues and difficulties. So another one for me is, it goes without saying, I won't go too long into this, but intelligence. If you don't have it, or the type of intelligence that I am enjoying, because again, everyone is unique, then it's not going to work at all. However, if you do have intelligence, it's like catnip. It's fantastic. And taking it a step further, intelligent humor. Humor can get you through some of the most difficult times in life, because the ironic side of things, the sarcastic side of things, being able to take that and use that as a tool and moving forward. Plus, I mean, funny people are attractive. Witty people, I should say, are attractive. Stupid funny is not attractive. Last one I'll say quick is equal work within maintaining the home. So not expecting me to be the Little Miss Housewife. That actually makes it where I want to ensure I'm contributing even more. So if I see that my partner is taking it upon himself to help maintain a home that we've chosen to build and pay for together, well, to see that there is contributions on either side, that's fantastic. And taking it where, yes, in my personal experience, playing to the strengths. So not everyone, I myself, I can't change a tire very well, but I have a husband who can. So that trade-off. And I think that speaks to the respect side of things as well. But anyways, that's just a quick one. I'm sure there's more, and I just can't think of them right off the top of my head. But thanks again for the video request. And as always, if you have one, just make sure you put video request at the beginning of the comment section, so then I know to make sure to capture them. Thanks so much.